Right guys, so a little bit of a different one today. I've decided over the last 2 weeks or so, I've been looking at a few things. I basically decided I'm a fat mess, I'm a state, I need to sort my shit out. So I wrote myself a training program. I'm going to get back to training full time. And those of you that follow me will know that the reason why I kind of went a bit slack on training is just because of business. I've been a bit too busy and I need to focus on business and stuff, but I've managed to jig things around, change the business model a little bit and make it so that I'm able to free up more time to train. So this is session number 1 of a goal which is going to be to get me to 180 kilo axle and 120 kilo dumbbell press. I'm also going to be training the events in the background and trying to get a little better at the events. I've not done them for a long time, so I'm going to be starting real light and easy with them. Well, same with everything, to be honest. I haven't trained properly in about 6 months, so it's going to be the introduction session today, basically. The first session back in months and months off of a straight bar. I have been doing some machines, I've been training, but I haven't touched a free bar, an axle, a log, anything in like 6 months. So yeah, it's going to be a bit interesting. So what you're going to see today is my warm-ups, what I do, my kind of structure for this pressing session, the assistance exercises I choose, and just kind of, yeah, I'll just try and talk you through some of the bits I do and why I do it so that you guys can learn and basically maybe take a few things away to apply. But anyway, I'm going to get cracking with a bit of a warm-up because I'm an old man, so I need to do me stretching and whatnot. So just doing a little bit of gua sha, it's called, or Graston technique. Well, Graston's more if you're going a little deeper, but gua sha is, well, I'm using a fucking butter knife because you can get different gua sha tools. I recommend a jade stone if you're going to do it, but we don't have one here, so I just grabbed a little butter knife and using the back of it. The idea is it's just it'll help get blood flow into the fascia. It'll help stretch the muscle out as well. Basically, like say you're doing a static stretch, if you gua sha at the same time, it's going to increase the speed that you get that range of motion by about, I don't know, instead of doing 2 minutes of stretching, you can do 20-30 seconds. So it's just cutting down your warm-up time. Now a lot of people say that you shouldn't stretch or you shouldn't do a static stretch anyway prior to a training session because of the reduction in force production, but I always think they're just idiots that don't train, because increasing the efficiency of your position at the sacrifice of a little bit of reduction in force always means that you're going to lift more load and you're going to be safer during your training session. Same with foam rolling. I'm about to do a little bit of work on the peanut now into my hip flexors and glutes. A lot of stuff on the internet is going to say you don't need to foam roll, it's placebo, it don't do anything, yada yada. But what you need to remember with training is, especially when you're you know, looking to go and perform at a high level, rituals, pre-session rituals are extremely important. And for me, I always use gua sha, then I foam roll a little bit, and then I get into my session. Static stretches, I do a little bit of dynamic stretching, but mainly static stretching, even though it's bad for you. Like I said, the people who say that, they ain't ever got strong, they don't understand it. 99% of people that are strong do a little bit of stretching, a little bit of foam rolling before they train. If it don't work, who gives a fuck? Just stick to your ritual, stick to your routine, and yeah, things will go all right. Even though I'm mainly doing overhead today, I've spent a bit of time in my TFL, because your TFL and your hip flexor, a lot of people get tight glutes, a bit of a numb feeling in the glutes and a little bit of pain in the lower back, and for me, that comes from tight TFL, mainly because I'm sat at a desk all day. So an easy way to find your TFL is put your hand on your hips and just do internal external rotation, and then you'll feel the muscle contracting around the hip flexor area. Stick a peanut in it, apply a bit of pressure, and then go through internal external rotation just free it off a little bit. I was gonna put this in my glutes as well, but as soon as I've done that, 20-30 seconds each side, my whole fucking pelvis feels relaxed now. I had a bit of tension when I came in at the upper part of my glute lower back, whereas my TFL, I've freed that off now. So just because the area's feeling a bit of pain doesn't mean that's where you'd like stick the peanut, for example. You want to free off the muscles that are short and weak, and if you sit at a desk like me, you're in this flexed position all the time, this is going to get weak, tight and fucking all contracted. So just free it off. I don't know, if you sit at a desk all day, it might help. So this is my plan for today. This is how we deliver our programs for clients as well. I just put myself on. So you can see I got the top 180 axle, 120 dumbbell. So we know what the fuck we're aiming for. So we're going to start with some prone hams, front squats, and then we're going to go into axle. I am going to do a little bit of face pull work first though, just to get a little bit of external rotation in my shoulder. The reason why we're doing the front squats is because, well, you're going to see how I'm going to clean the axle. Maybe, I'm going to have a think about this, but I feel like I want to do a full Olympic clean with it. So I'm going to prime the position with a front squat first of all. Plus I need to get my legs stronger. I haven't done a squat in a long time, so yeah, well, it needs to sort the fucking quads out. So notice I'm kind of I don't tell clients to this, but when I warm up my shoulders with a face pull, I'll do many different movement patterns. So I'm coming down low like this and just feeling my lower lat, get a bit of a curve on. I'm coming in with like your bog standard face pull, and then I'm doing a bit of external rotation as well. I'm just kind of flowing through movement and feeling my shoulder stabilizers, just getting everything working. It's really light load. Passive hang, just for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 90-90 hip position. The reason why you bring yourself into flexion is to get your rib cage neutral. You don't want to hang without a 90-90 hip position because you won't mobilize your overhead. If I hang like this, I feel pretty mobile overhead, so I've always had good overhead position because I'm a fucking savage. Anyway, we'll jump on prone hams. So we've got 2 sets of 20. I always put prone ham. I do prefer the prone ham curl machine, to be honest. Find you get a better stretch. But this leg curls just as good, really. I do like it. It's a nice little counterbalance way on, so don't mind it so much. But the reason why we do prone hams first, or ham curl first, is just because the hamstring is the main stabilizer of the knee, and we're doing front squats first. And I always put prone hams prior to squats. It's very good for keeping the knee stabilized and feeling pain-free prior to getting into a back squat. Also, I just believe that it's the most underutilized machine for strongman and powerlifting. The fact that you can quite easily just keep your hamstring growth going linearly by jumping on a machine like this 2 or 3 times a week. It's so much bang for your buck, it's amazing. So with the hamstring curl, I always bang on about feet with people, but the feet are very important for contracting the hamstring. So I always tell people to spread the toes. So focusing on spreading your toes and a slight little bit of external rotation in the foot when you're doing your hamstring curl, and you'll get a much better connection with your hamstring. This is when you know the dragon's back. Knee sleeves are on, shoes are on, belt's coming out, dragon's coming under 90s again. Mwah. Squat in front of the mirror. I have to get used to it though, because it feels a bit weird walking forward, so I might have to get used to squat in front of the mirror. By the way, I like to wear my belt, my knee sleeves. I'm a big believer in, like, if you're gonna lift in your kit, wear your kit. I don't like wearing, going beltless for the first 5 sets. I think it's a bit stupid personally, because the mechanics do change slightly, so I just lift in what I lift in. And that's it.
Always working. Just can't stop.
So all I'm doing there, if you care, doing a set, and then I'm assessing what's going on, what's not right. My left glute didn't feel right, so I won't go up in weight until I feel perfect. Put that glute kickback, nothing fun crazy. And yeah, when you're warming up, don't just put plates on. One warm-up weight, make sure everything's sweet. Any knee pain, get rid of it. Glute's not feeling right, sort it. Go back in. When it's feeling sweet, then go up. So this is going to be my working set now, 4x8. It's only 100 kilo, but it's first session back, ready to go mad. And I'm going to be doing 2 front squat sessions a week, so even adding 10 kilo a session, it don't take long to get back to where I was. I've front squatted 250 before, so I'd like to get 260. I always fail the 6-plate front squat. But yeah, we'll probably get that this time round, I imagine, because I'm a fucking savage. So on the front squat you can take a couple of different grips. Your Olympic grip with straps or cross grip. For me, if you can, take the Olympic grip. I ain't mobile enough. The grip with straps and the cross grip, the grip with straps will give you a nice carryover to log press. Right, so a lot of people, when it comes to belly cleans in the lightweight class, they say that you can't do a belly clean. It's too flat. Well, I'm going to show you that if you can. It's just all about position. And when the axle is on your stomach, people make the mistake of leaning too far back in this position. So when they dip, so when they're trying to get the axle from here to here, they're there, and they dip like this. see my knees? So they go like this. And there's no power here. So when it's on your stomach, you need to lean back for your thoracic, but your hips don't go into extension. And that way you can dip vertically, just like a push press or a log push press. So just watch that from the side. Well, I'm hoping I'm gonna do it. I've not done one in 2 years, so we'll see what it looks like. That there is the baseline of a double body rack. So I was going about 70% speed there on my jerks. So my training today is that one clean, one push, one power jerk, one split jerk, and I'm just going to like slowly apply more force. I'll probably put a little bit more weight, this is a bit light. This is 60 kilos, so probably go 70. But yeah, I'm just going to try and get faster each rep and make sure that the form is perfect, because big mistake people make on like axle and log and stuff, if you're not doing it for a bit, like say you've had 3 or 4 months off it, coming back too heavy. You know, whatever you do your initial 3 or 4 weeks at, that's laying the foundation of the skill and positions you're going to build upon. So we need this to be perfect, because if this isn't absolutely picture perfect, then I'm going to fail during my peak at some point because of a technicality. So I don't care if I spend 4 weeks at 70, 80 kilos, as long as they're more sexy. Hey. Did a few extra dips there, just when you're doing any skill work, if you just, no fucking rules, I just fancy doing it, just play with it. Like, the more dips you do, the better it's going to be, obviously, so yeah, just have fun with your skill work. Hey. Hey. Moving on to dumbbell next. I can't say I've not done dumbbell in 2 years, because I have. I peaked it earlier in the year. One of the last things I peaked at Josh's, I think I got 105, it might have been 110.
It was 105.
Yeah, I got really close to 110 though. I locked it out, and if it was one of them where if I'd have celebrated, everybody would have been like, yay, but because I was like, ah, fuck, everyone was like, oh, you didn't get it. So 105, 110. In my head, I'm kind of classing it at 110, because I've set myself the goal of 120. Basically, I've got a 170 axle, 110 dumbbell in my head, so I'm going to put 10 kilo on them during this training cycle. So we're going to go for a 120 dumbbell, but this is my first session back. Big mistake you can make, I see loads of people do it. Oh, it's my first dumbbell session back, I got 90. It's like, nah boys, let's, what you're gonna do there is you're gonna ingrain shit positions because you're gonna slightly be out of line. If you don't practice something, you lose it. So whenever you come back, my program today says empty dumbbell around about 30 reps, just practicing. It doesn't say any weight goal, it's just an empty dumbbell practice. Again, I want everything to be perfect, and then we can stack weight on top of that easily. You know, I've got my goals about March time, so I've got all of December to just practice skill. So yeah, that's it, I'm gonna get a dumbbell out. the main thing with dumbbell is finding your rack position. It wants to feel weightless and stable. Got about 5 reps now. It feels the opposite. It feels like I've got a fucking dick down my throat. You know, it's not. It's just fucking, it's not where I want to be. So I'm just going to keep drilling this. The problem with this dumbbell, I find for me, it's quite a short handle, and because of my arm length, it means it digs into my bone like fuck. It probably hurts. It's a good dumbbell though, but it's just taking me a bit of time to find that position because a mill either way is excruciating pain. But I know that I used to be able to sit it pain free, so I know I'm doing it wrong. But I'm just going to keep drilling it till I get it right. Put a bit of wrist wrap on. Getting there. I wish fucking twins aren't here, that's the problem. I need your fucking knee sleeve, Joe and Tim. I can't, you need to get to Bodyweight and give me a knee sleeve. Joe, Tim, how come Shannon's knee sleeve is bigger than yours? This is the problem. It's fucking massive and it's just not doing the job. This is like the boyfriend's t-shirt of knee sleeves for dumbbell cup. It's just too big. It ain't working. See how this goes. Oh, it's the one. Oh, there we go. That's what I mean, you know when you get it. When you get it, it's fucking smooth. Do another. Gotta keep the flow. Oh, it's there. It's there. You know when it's there, you can just spend all day here. Oh, yeah. Oh, 120 now. Train that. So I popped the weight up. I've just put a 5 key in there. It's about I think it's 55 or 50, so it's like 60 or 65. I'll fucking wait some other time, but it feels a little bit of a better weight for me there. 50 was a bit light. I was just doing it. It's good to train your skill at a weight that if you make a mistake, you get punished for it, so you get a bit of feedback. So 55, 50 was a bit light, so I've gone 60 or 65, whatever it is. That feels a little better. So my goal now, my rack position feels sweet. So my goal now is to learn to get underneath the dumbbell. Like I kind of spoke about in the Novikov video and dumbbell breakdowns. You don't want to press it out, you want to get under it. So I'm just going to be drilling that now, making sure I don't do any press outs. And then I've probably got about 3 or 5 more reps in me before my elbow starts telling me to fuck off. So I'll just stop when it hurts, to be honest. I'm supposed to do 30, but there ain't no chance of getting to 30. My elbow's killing, so yeah.
It weighs 50.
Definitely 50.
I'm almost certain.
I think it's 55. So it's 60 key now, at least.
Yeah.
We've just done the axle skill, dumbbell skill. Obviously in strongman it's important to build skill, but skill's only going to take you so far. You got to get fucking strong as well. So we're going to go on to one of my favourite assistance exercises for the press. It's a 2-board close grip bench press, or the Hicksy press as he. This is an exercise 6, not the Hicks press. It's a 2-board close grip, but we're going to do the 2-board close grip bench. Only 120 today, 3 sets of 10. Only take me 5 minutes. Just starting off real light and everything, guys. Like I say, no rush. Got all of December to build some volume. I could probably do 150 or something, but I'm scaling it right down and just making them nice and easy reps. video. Can't count. I have no idea how many I do every set. I say 10, but I just fucking guess. I get to about 7 every time, and I'm like, I don't think I'm on 7. I think I'm on 5. So then I just add another 5. But I never know what I actually do. It ends up being like fucking 6.
It was about 10.
It was just circa. We got circa. Anyone who's done this giant set, MSC will know the adductor pain of death. Wants to steal that superset, feel free. If you know your anatomy and you understand your movement patterns, you'll understand why those 4 are really fucking class to pair together in a big giant set. Fucking awesome, feel really good. Got to do round 2 now, fucking gassy shit. That was the Copenhagen plank, rock and breathe. You only know this if you're an MSC Systems client. What's the other fucking one? Oh, single leg hip flexes and single leg glute bridge, unilateral work. So yeah, good little giant set. Six left, 6 right, 6 rounds. Good eccentrics, good foot control. So calves is strong by powerlifting. Ain't really trained, but I like to throw them in at the end of the odd session in there. So when you go into extension on any of your push presses, when you go into yoke or farmers, you are obviously using your calves. So it's important to train it. And then I'm just kind of mixing in some slow eccentrics, some squeezes at the top, and then some like pulse reps. So I'm just winging it, to be straight with you, getting a good bit of work from my calves. Nothing too tactical about it, to be straight. I'm just making sure I do them. So that's session 1 done at the comeback. Hope you enjoyed it. Obviously it was light and easy, but we're just laying down foundations to peak upon. This could be the first session in the build-up to being world's strongest man under 90. Could be, if I win it. Definitely, I've made time. I made changes. I've got shit coming in the future so that I'm able to train. I'm gonna go all in for next year. And yeah, I decided it's about time to sort my shit. So hopefully this is a bit of a video vlog of the fucking comeback of the dragon, baby. I'll see you in the next video. We'll be doing similar shit every week for about 3 or 4 weeks, just laying that foundation. And then we'll get to the fun stuff in like January, February where we get a bit strong.